Wellness. We're doing their initial turns. Here we go. We got our rolls all up. For first looks. Okay. Say hi when you log on. We got wellness up.
And please go.
Eduardo looks really good.
Ladies, thank you very much. I'll be back individually.
I think this is better. Her look here is better than the Olympia. All right, first looks for a second. Here we go, our second lineup.
Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right.
I'm going to be interested to see how they judge this conditioning.
To the right.
A lot of these girls are very hard.
And face forward.
And then some of them are a little soft too. So we'll see. We'll see how they actually decided to judge this.
Okay, ladies, thank you very much. I'll be back individually.
I got this one piece of hair that's sticking up. It's driving me crazy. It's like a little alfalfa.
She is a runner up in the 2024 third place finisher.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm curious to see how they judge this because, yeah, there's some of them that are very soft and then some are very, very hard. So, Sandra is up first. Really beautiful package. She's got a few like shallow spots in her upper glute. Some striations there as well. Some muscle tightness, that kind of thing. I feel like she can be fuller from the back. Like there's just not a lot of pop there. She's very, very conditioned, but the pop is just lacking in her hamstring tie-in. Waistline's super tight though. Upper body is right on as far as wellness is concerned, and a really pretty look too. So we'll see how that goes. She's just lacking something from the back, a little bit of pop. She's got a few pinches in her glutes, her upper glutes.
Romania Muscle Fest Pro, making her Wellness International debut. Please welcome to the stage, Senia Maria Teresa.
All right, so Senia, nice shape. She's very dry, meaning like she needs more glaze. Her skin's just not her skin's not popping like the other girls. She's very dry. Like she just needed to put another layer of that glaze on top of her. From the back, she's very glute dominant. She needs some more hamstrings in the back. Very long legs. So like she's got her glutes filled out nicely, but her legs are lacking. Her shoes are distracting. They're very shiny and almost like a yellowish tinge to them. They're actually really distracting. And she's not keeping her glutes up as she walks either.
She is a 3-time IFBB Pro League champion, making her Wellness International debut. Please welcome to the stage, Eduardo Becerra.
Eduardo looks very good. This is a better package than what she brought to the Olympia. Beautiful look. Really long torso. A real nice fullness in the quads, fullness in the glutes. Her waistline is super tight and tiny. Man, like her waistline doesn't exist. crazy. I love the red suit on her. I would like to see the hip straps a little lower. From the back, she's very well balanced from the back with the glutes and with the hamstrings. She could use a little bit more pop, the hamstring tie-in too, a little bit more. But she's much tighter than the Olympia, much tighter than the Olympia. Her movements are nice and slow and controlled, which is great. She's able to control her posing really well. Very polished.
And for the next from the Dominican Republic, she was a runner-up at the 2024 Euro Pro and took home that first place spot at the 2024 Pittsburgh Pro. She is making her Wellness International debut. Please welcome to the stage, Elisa Alcantara.
Okay, so Elisa looks good. Nice fullness to the quads. I am still not a fan of her makeup. I don't know what it is, but her makeup always looks really muted as far as her face is concerned, and then she just does these really bright red lips, and it just is not flattering. I would like to see her do a completely different makeup look. She's a little softer from the back, but I'm not mad at it. She's also one that has very long legs, so she needs to fill her frame out, but she doesn't have, like, her glutes aren't super overpowering, like I was talking about with that first girl, that Cena, where her glutes were overpowering her legs. In this scenario, her glutes are not overpowering her legs, but she still does need some more legs too from the back. The front, she's great. Tiny waistline, but her waistline is a little bit washed out too. So it's almost like she's got a little layer of inflammation on her or something.
Finishing 7th place in the 2024 Wellness International. Please welcome to the stage, hi, Kim.
And I also want to give a shout out to our YouTube channel sponsors, Liquid Sunrays, today. They are sponsoring our coverage here at the Arnold's. Their link is in the description box here. They're doing a special gift card promo, so check that out. They're extending it through the weekend just so that we can get this live coverage out to you guys here. So shout out to Liquid Sunrays. So Hayun is a little on the small and soft side. She needs some more size. Her tan is a little bit blotchy, splotchy. Just in general, she's almost just like a little bit bigger of a bikini competitor. I actually really like her look, but in this lineup, she's going to be outsized.
Next, from Mexico, she was over the 2023 Asian Sports Fest, making her Wellness International debut. Please welcome to the stage, Victoria Reyes Villa.
All right, so this is Victoria. Brenda on the sheet as well. Pretty look, very, very pretty look. Her waistline's a little thicker. And she's another one that's just a little layer of inflammation on her. It's not quite as tight as the other girls. Has some issue with her tan on her glutes as well, a little splotchy. Like, this is stuff you probably can't see on the live stream, but in person you can see all of the imperfections in the skin and in the tan. And I'm literally sitting right behind the head judge. I'm sitting behind Tyler, so I'm like 10 feet behind him. Very pretty look, but again, we got some skin issues and some inflammation issues, and I think her waistline's a little thick. All right, Joanna. Very pretty suit color. I like the suit color a lot. Her makeup's a little shiny. She's blot herself down a little. pretty well balanced in the back. She actually might be a touch over conditioned. She might be a little bit too hard. And she's a little bit on the small side, but her proportions are really good, even being small. Her proportions from front to back, side to side are very good. I just think she might be a little bit over the line with conditioning. She might be a little bit too tight.
Next from Bonn, Germany. She was the winner of 4 IFBB Pro League competitions in 2024, making her wellness international debut. Please welcome to the stage, Lisa Weisfinger.
All right, so Lisa is up. Ridiculous ratios for her waistline to her quads, but she does have feathering in her quads. That's a no-no. As she walks, her quads are splitting. Upper body, she's got some pretty significant vascularity and striations. She's too hard. From the back, she's super diced hard. From the back, really super diced. Like striations everywhere. Her muscularity is a little bit too much for the division, in my opinion. Pretty presentation and look. Just, in my opinion, she's over the line.
She was your 2023 Wellness International Champion. Please welcome to the stage, Cassandra Gillis.
All right, Cassandra's up next. I do like the suit. The blue suit is very pretty on her. Very pretty face and hair look. She's got quite a bit of vascularity in her upper body. Lower body conditioning looks very good though. Striations in the glutes, so I think she's a little too hard from the back. From the front, she looks great. From the back, she's a touch too hard. We're losing some of that volume in her glutes. We're losing a little bit of that pop. Yeah, she's really, really hard through the waistline, which keeps her waistline in super tight, which is great. So I'm not even mad at that. From the front, I think she's much better. From the back, I think she needs to be a little softer.
She was runner-up in the 2024 Arizona Pro, making her wellness international debut. Please welcome to the stage, Samara Walter.
All right, Samara is up. Pretty well proportioned from the front. There's just, we're just missing something in this particular physique. I don't know exactly what it is. I think it's just pop. We're like lacking pop or something. Because there's nothing wrong with her overall look. She's got some really tight hamstring tie-ins, but it's just like we're just missing a little bit of pop for her physique, basically.
And we have next from Quebec, Canada. She was the winner of our 2024 Arnold Amateur Wellness Division. And not only will this be her Wellness International debut, but also her pro debut. Please welcome to the stage, Audrey Ann Roy.
Okay, Audrey, this is her pro debut. She won this show in the Amateur League last year. I think she's got a lot of potential, but she's a little soft. Nice full quads. The fullness and the muscularity is there, the conditioning is not. She's also got her rib cage is flaring, so she's got to control that. Makes her look a little thin through the upper body. So she's got to control that rib cage flare.
Our individual presentations, greetings from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. She was your 2022 Wellness International Champion, and she is your defending 2024 Olympia Champion. Please welcome to the stage, Isabel Rodriguez.
All right, Issa's up now. She looks very good. Full round. Conditioning is on point. I think it's going to be her and Eduarda in the top two. I want to see them next to each other. Issa's tan on her waistline is a little bit splotchy. And she is a little bit on the softer, fuller side, which I do like. I think this is a good look for her. She has no striations or anything like that anywhere. Doing this show is a risk though because she did just win the Olympia, so. All right. Individuals are done, so we're going to go into comparisons and callouts now. Go ahead and type in if you're watching the live stream, the official live stream. Let me know if you can see the things that I'm talking about with my commentary. All right. They're all coming out.
All right, judges putting together their final tabulations for that first call. What do you guys think, Columbus?
I think
what do you want to see in this first call out here at Columbus International? Make some noise.
And Elisa, all the top three.
Okay, I
That is a
need
crapshoot.
one, Sandra.
Oh, Sandra, she was the top call last year.
Eduarda. 4, Elisa.
I'm glad you're enjoying the commentary. It is better, right?
9, Cassandra. 12, Isabel.
All right, I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see the first call out. All right, here's your first call out here. So we're putting Eduarda and Issa in the center right now, which I assumed was going to be the case.
9 and 4 switch.
Yep, and Elisa on the outside of Issa. This is pretty much what I was saying here. We're going to see Eduarda and Elisa on the outside of Issa. Issa's the blonde in the center of the blue. If you guys aren't familiar, she's our Olympia champion. Eduarda's in the red, and Elisa is in the blue. This is your top three for sure. And then outside of that, we've got Sandra on the left, Lisa on the right, and then Cassandra all the way down on the other side. This is your first call out. Let's take a look at this. To me, this is your top three right here.
Quarter turn to the right.
Let's see if they move them around at all.
And face forward.
Eduarda has definitely improved from the Olympia. Elisa is just a little bit watery through her waistline and in her quads. And then Issa needs to rinse her tan and redo for finals because she's got some splotchiness in her waistline. But other than that, I don't see her losing this. If I was the judge, I would have Issa in first, Eduarda in second, and Elisa in third. So Sandra would be in fourth, in my opinion. And then when we're looking at Lisa and Cassandra, I think they're both too hard. So it's kind of a crapshoot between who's going to be in those top six positions, the 5 and 6. But like I said, this is your top three right here.
9 and 1 switch right next to each other.
Okay, so they just moved Cassandra in and Sandra out.
One more time. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right.
check the live stream description box for links to Liquid Sun Rays, but also to my free webinar if you're interested in doing fit model. Yeah, I have a pretty clear Elisa in third. You can see how kind of watery she is in comparison to Isa. Eduardo looks really good. She's not quite at Isa's level yet, but give her another couple years.
See number 8. Number 5, Hyde. Number 6, Brenda. 7, Johanna. 10, Samara. 11, Audrey.
So this is your second call out. The rest of the girls.
Ten and 2 switch. Kitties, quarter turn to the right.
These two in the center right now would be your 7th and 8th place if they don't move.
Quarter turn to the right. Face forward. Okay, ladies, let's do 180. Face that back wall.
So if you remember, the two that I had in the center, I was like, they both are just kind of lacking a little bit of pop. Overall, not bad physiques. They're in condition, they're a little bit too hard, and they're just lacking a little bit of pop. The rest of the girls here, this second call out, they need better conditioning or they need more size or both. So the girls that have the harder conditioning are the ones that are getting rewarded here in this particular lineup. But this again is second call out, so that tends to be the case. If you're not in shape, you're going to get pushed out to the outside.
Two and 11 switch. 2 and 11 switch.
So they just switch these two,
Okay, ladies,
which I agree with.
Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. And face forward. Okay, ladies, you can take a step back to either side.
All right, so they're going to bring out these top 6 girls again, I believe.
Okay, number 1, Sandra. 4, Lisa. 7, Joanna. 8, Lisa.
Okay, so they're bringing
9, Cassandra.
the girls that were in the center of that
10,
second call out
Samara.
back out with some of these girls that were on the outside of first call out. Yeah, so this pretty much solidifies what I was saying about Elisa. We've got her in this, so it looks like she's pretty clearly going to be in third place.
4
So they're going
and
to start
7
moving them
switch.
around to kind of put them in the right positions as far as placings at this point.
9 and 8 switch.
So Elisa and Cassandra right next to each other. So I would have Eduardo in third,
Quarter turn to the right.
Cassandra in fourth, Lisa in fifth. I take that back. I might put Lisa in sixth, honestly, and put Sandra in fifth. I think Lisa's just too over the line with her muscularity, honestly.
Quarter turn to the right. And face forward. Okay, ladies, let's one more time. Let's do a 180. Face that back wall. Walk halfway back and hold them when you get there. Face forward, walk it back. Okay, ladies, thank you very much. You take a step back to your side.
Okay, so they're gonna bring Eduarda and Issa out now.
I need number 3, Eduarda, and number 12, Isabel.
The Battle of the Blondes.
Okay, ladies, quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. Quarter turn to the right. And face forward.
Eduarda's waistline is non-existent, man. It's crazy.
Okay, ladies, do a 180, face that back wall.